Du-du-du-du-du, du-du-du-du-du, du-du-du-du-du-du-du-du. All right, Nenga, stimatotsoesti hungan. Hungan, okay. Naizun rockto, stige. Se pues para tatutuhun, hungan. Hungan, nenga, nenga, nenga. Estige. Oh, hungan. All right. Hafade todos hamzu gwena hudzung. Hey, estige un especial episode Fanatsu Hungen Gwahos Midzu. Si Michael Luhan Bavakwa Pat si Miget Hungen. Za Hafa. Hafa para te ekung o kafa para taten hafa para te diskuti palgo. Hey, Plakan Samuru Dandan Samuru. Today is Miget's Chamoru Vinyl Collection e Minatulu, the third episode in the series, Hungan. And so, if you are a fan of Fanatsu, if you are a follower of Fanatsu, or if you are somebody who, I don't know, just knows me, then you may know that for the past 3 years, me and then sometimes my son Akli'e helps, but we have been, well, for much longer, we have been collecting Chamorro records for esta más que 10 años, actually for quite a long time now. I've been collecting Chamorro vinyl records, but for the past 3 years, ever since around the time that my third oldest child, Silulai, was born, we have been digitizing Chamorro vinyl records. And so, as of today, this is the third episode in this series in which we share. So we digitize these records, we upload them onto the Fanachu YouTube page. And as of today, more than 350 songs have been uploaded. And so on the Fanachu YouTube page, you will find favorite, favored, beloved, magwaidza, matungo, naina danderun, samoro, padgurupun, samoro, such as si Johnny Sablon, of course, Tropic Set, Alexandra Sablon, si Floribal Zaquan, the Delgado brothers, the Tsatfras brothers, Tsamolinian. But then you will also find groups that may have been very popular in their time, but then nowadays, because maybe they didn't make the transition to CDs, maybe they didn't make the transition to Spotify. Because what I find nowadays is that for many, Iman Hoben Palgo Pari, for Chamorros nowadays, their sense of Chamorro music is just whatever's on Spotify, whatever they can stream online. And so if it's not there, then they don't think it exists. But in truth, there are hundreds and perhaps thousands of Chamorro songs that didn't make it. There's hundreds and there's thousands of songs that were only on vinyl records that never made it to tapes, that never made it to CDs. And then there's a whole bunch of songs that only made it to tapes, never made it to CDs. And then there's some that were only on CDs and no one has digitized and put them on YouTube yet, put them on Spotify or other streaming platforms. And so this is really why we started doing this. Is that a few years ago, what I was finding is that Chamorro's music that I really enjoyed, and that I was trying to tell some of my Zoom language students, oh, debido nekungo kestinai, or hey, tadze tiningo mo puresti, tadzanayon hongo kesti, tadzanayon sagu mekungo kesti. You've never heard of this group, you've never heard of this, because when you think of Chamorro music, you think of a few names. There's like the Last Supper of Chamorro musicians. There's these particular names, but then there's lesser known names, which if you're not from a particular generation in which they were very popular, well, then you may not know those singers because they didn't transition. They didn't transition into the next phase of media, or no one kind of kept their legacy alive. And so this is why we started doing this, is because I would find that I would have a vinyl record, and then a lot of times people have already put stuff on YouTube, but sometimes there would be a favorite song that I would like, Lo Taigwigi YouTube and Shempri Taigwigi Spotify. A lot of times, if it's on a vinyl record, it wouldn't be on Spotify unless it was from a well-known artist. And so me and then my son Akli'e, we started to digitize stuff and we started to upload it. And eventually we connected it to the Fanachu podcast, that we would do this to show appreciation because, Fanachu has a Patreon. And so the more people who support Fanachu, the more people who sign up for it, um, then the more we are able to put that, to put that into then the more we are able to put that into supporting others to create content for Fanachu. So what this means is that through Fanachu, we can, through the Fanachu podcast, we can, for example, support people who, for a while, we were supporting creators who are making special episodes every month. Let's see here. We were supporting, for example, the late Kin Conception, who was making the Cuentos Guahan. And before he passed away, he recorded more than 40 episodes of Dikikina Klassen podcast. And so these were Finot Samoro podcasts that he would record 10 minutes long, 20 minutes long. And I just asked him to do it, as a resource for learners of Chamorro so that they would hear somebody talking about the weather, talking about politics in the legislature, talking about honoring our elders, talking about Chamorro food, just talking about any topic in the Chamorro language for 20 minutes. And so other stuff gets supported by Fanachu as well. Fanachu Finot Chamorro, the Environment and You series with Tori Manley speaking, which is monthly. And so even Karaoke Fanachu, oh my goodness, sort of Nihita Fanega with Clarissa Mingiola, where there's a new episode coming out soon. And so, all of these things, if you're not familiar with what Patreon is a website where you can sign up, you can subscribe and support for at a certain level, Hatsa, Hugwa, or Tulu. And then by doing so, you get a little, you provide a little bit of Sensuli support, 1 peso, 10 pesos, 15 pesos. But by doing so, you get merchandise, you get t-shirts, stickers, but you also get access to certain things. Like, for example, people who sign up at the Hugwa level get access to the Secret Guam podcast series. The last episode was the death of the last Makana in Saipan, a very special episode. If you sign up at the Tulu level, you get access to radical readings. The last episode was 2 letters from Chamorros in Saipan, written in 1947. Very interesting episode there. And so, but one way that Fanachu Patreon support makes the vinyl digitization possible is that it makes it so that we can go out and we can purchase Chamorro records, and then we can go and digitize them and then put them online. And so the more people that sign up, the more records that we can go out and get. And some of these records are hard to get. Some of these records are incredibly hard to find. So we have found some records which, people understand, sen hasanesti, sen maput masordesti. This record is very difficult to find, that, you're not going to find this anywhere else. And so they're only willing to let it go for a lot of money. And so this is not something that I would personally be able to afford. But because of those who sign up to support Fanachu, we are able to purchase that record, and then we're able to digitize it. And so for when we do Miget's Chamorro vinyl collection, what I do is, because now we have digitized and we've uploaded more than 350 songs. What I like to do is, over the last 60 songs that we have uploaded, I'm going to share maybe 4 or 5 songs. And I'm going to talk about them, share some of the reasons why I like these songs, maybe some of the history of these songs. And, para Hamzuni Omega, for those of you watching, for those of you tuning in, let me know some of your favorite Chamorro songs, put favor. But let's uh let's get started with actually one of my all-time favorite Chamorro favorite songs. And actually through my collecting of Chamorro vinyl and Chamorro music, I came to enjoy this singer more and more. I wasn't familiar with him when I was younger, but through collecting his music and then listening closely to his songs and learning more about him, you know, I grew to appreciate his music, and this has to be Imazahu na Kantagin and Guidza. And so this is the song Boya from Boya Kitsutsu. And so one of the reasons why I really like this song is, of course, because Boya Kitsutsu is a singer where if you are from a certain generation, then Shempre un Hasusi Boya un Tungusi Boya, he was a notable Chamorro singer, and he was, of course, part of a musical family, Tsumetselunai si Boyads and si Gus Kitsutsu from Gus and Doll. And so, a singer, a songwriter as well. And so he put out 2 vinyl records. You can see one of them behind me, Boya. Again. And so, but this one, Boya, written, and him and his partner, Zania Seguanya, singing for Ipadgon Niha, Ilahin Niha, Boya Jr. And so, San Bonito sa sinyo un gofshente na isinenten niha, you can really feel the depth of the love and the emotion of the parents in this song. And so para guahunay, when I sing this song, I love to sing it, or to my own children, to my own sons in particular. It definitely sort of it brings out those feelings for me too. And so nihita ekungok para Boya gininas Boya Kitsutsu. Woo! Ooh, Biba. Mission Nintendo. Oh man. I have the feels. I definitely get the Sina feels. Hungan ni Tata feels. Ay, kada hue kungo ke no nakanta hungan. And so, I lokwi. I see boya. Govzanya ilahi hunay si boya kitsu lodzanya sumangin inanya si Akli'e tagwini si bodza kitsu. Lo, hungan. All right, nihita kungo kun ocho kanta. So we're down one song now. Put favor. Pega holla mi chat na yun. Share if you're watching and ganune kung okesti parune gasti. Let us know if you have a favorite Chamorro musician or if you have a favorite Chamorro song. Put favor. Hungan, because remember, we're not gonna, you know, one of the things that I love about Chamorro music is that we do have hundreds of Chamorro musicians that have recorded and released Chamorro albums. There's thousands upon thousands of Chamorro musicians, whether they release albums or not, but there have been hundreds upon hundreds of Chamorros that have actually gone through the process of recording in a studio and then putting out an album, whether on a record, a tape, a CD, or put out digitally now. And so nihita support siya, let's support them. Nihita onra siya, because as I always like to remind people, whereas in much of Chamorro life, there wasn't a lot of active speaking across generations for the language in most families. At least Chamorros were still recording music, although unfortunately not as much anymore, and they were still playing music. So music was still a big part of our lives. You were still hearing it at parties. You were still listening to it in your car. You were still filling our lives with it. And so it was an important thing to have with us, even if so many families weren't actively speaking it to their children. It's still something that we still hold as part of our identity, and we can still use it as a resource and a way to keep our language alive. And so, all right, now one of the things for me and Akli'e, whenever we do a batch of songs, a digitization batch, and we just finished the 11th batch. And in addition to there being sort of these batches of 30 songs, we also do special like Christmas batches, because there have been several groups that have done. So, for example, Chamalinian, Sijani Sablan did several Christmas albums, and then the Delgado brothers did their own Christmas album too. And so we also just do ones during Champon Pascua Noche Buena, where we put out Christmas songs, where we just digitize a bunch of Christmas songs too. And so more than 350 total. But for the 10th batch, the 10th batch of 30 songs, Purha Tau Tau Sienamai, it was entirely groups and albums, vinyl records that came from the CNMI. And so it was very cool, because I was very fortunate. Rafam Pinko, who we had on the podcast, the artist, and then sort of one of the people that helps run the Sagon Koturan Chamorro, he reached out to me because he had found somebody who had sold him a number of Chamorro records, and they had a bunch of CNMI records as part of that, and a few of them I did not have in my collection, and so I was grateful because we were able to get a hold of them and we were able to digitize them. And so let me share with you one of them who, if you are familiar with Chamorro music, if you've heard it on the radio over the years, even if you have been listening to Chamorro on Guam for a while on the radio, then you may recognize this voice, because he was a part of sort of the KUAM crew that used to work with Sus Chamorro on Programan Samborita back in the day. Then you may remember, of course, si Eddie de la Cruz, Tautautinian. And so Eddie de la Cruz, his album Azura Sinonads and Sitota. And so a very distinct voice, and so a wonderful album with some wonderful songs. And so let me just share one one song from his album, which of course is the title track, Tadungi Sinentisiasti Lokwe, but great music, powerful lyrics. Okay. Tazamaskin wow, nita ekungaka.
Kesti manielu Utsini sidihu gilutanu Yana yudino etanogu Por problema estudio Udingu na Zain com toda família Le rentre du pas sobre O necessita tininho Mampu na tristeza Todo papel e família Pues manelu Por favor ajuda a senhora Já se toca Está aqui no tudo Na noite Guitarra Puede monar tempo In hahasuhadu balu Terbayu tagin inasinyo Terbayu birang zutopir Na nahu na dan Mampus masasapit handu Lo sempre há tempo Vai biraduda, vai fanaduda Mampus na tristeza Todo papel e família Pues manelu Por favor ajuda a senhora Já se toca Está aqui no tudo Na noite Guitarra
Ay, lokwe. Woo! Hunggan. Ay, bonito. Ano, nakanta. Bonito to. Oh, man. Hunggan. Love that. Hunggan. Man. Dispensa. So, yeah. Hunggan. Okay. Basta. Basta kumekwentos. No more talking from me. Hunggan. Nita e kungok mas. So, Hunggan. Next, let's nita e kungok este na grupo. This is a group that I did not know much about. So if you know much about this group, the Afetnas, Ginin Saipan, if you know about the Afetnas from Saipan, let me know because their names are listed there. The names of the artists in the group. And so if you know about them, please, let me know. But I remember I've heard some of their songs on the radio on Kish, and then on Isla, on radio stations over the years. But it was amazing that I, was able to get a copy of their record, to digitize it, to upload it to YouTube, to put it out there. And so this is Sen Maguf Neni Corazonhu by the Afetnas. So let me know, Angan Guaha Tining. Put for bot sangani zoo. All right, estigate.
Anayun tunulay na kay gitu, sen makuneni kurasanmu. Sinin temu kanzamu tu gitoru si tempu Sase suneni ni unangaju Wahu hatodu si gwini fimu Sen makuneni kurasonu Anayuli tunai pagu Sase suneni ni unangaju Wahu hatodu si gwini fimu Sen makuneni kurasonu Anayuli junai pagu Kepagu neni nana tai pitu Afon padete sina momentu Sumus biru si kurasonu Neni butagu Muni uno itu Iman mapusi hana tempu Sen makuneni kurasonu Anayu goti kanaimu Sen makuneni kurasonu Anayu ciku ilabiosmu Suneni ni unangaju Wahu hatodu si gwini fimu Sen makuneni kurasonmu Anayuli tunai pagu Lepagu neni nana tai guitu Afon padete sina momentu Sumus biru si kurasonmu Neni butagu Ifino muni uno itu Iman mapusi hana tempu Sen maguk neni kurasonu Anayu goti kanaimu Sen maguk neni kurasonu Anayu ciku ilabiosmu
Iba. Oh my goodness. Hunggan. So, Hunggan. Ay, a day. Mekuf zao turisti na kantas ya. Zao kantan Chamoru. It's such an interesting thing, Hunggan. You know, gifindo Ingles, ti zao todo esti klasen kanta. Like, ang ganun faisen zu ko zamo country, syempre be song an ahi. Lo, ang ganun faisen zu ko zamo Chamoru country. Yeah, Hunggan. Zahu. Eno iminagai. That's true. That's true. And so the Afetnas, and mo. If you know anything about the Afetnas, let me know. Because it's important not just to preserve. So as you can see from the video, part of what we also like to do when we digitize these songs is that sometimes, like when you hear these songs on the radio, you know, tahahasui kanta, wenti tahahasui tunada y dandan, wenti tahahasu dididinai puri palabras. But then sometimes we don't know Giminagai Hazi Kumanta. We don't know who actually sang the song. But ngayon na makanta, ngayon ma recordesti. We don't actually know that information because it was on the radio, right? And then a lot of times too, even if a song is uploaded onto the internet, there's no information on that. And so what we like to do when we upload it is that we also include, as you can see in the videos, we try to include information that's on the album. So, because importante yan ang information lokwi. That's important information too. Because was it recorded in the Marianas or was it recorded in the Philippines? You know, was the song, you know, who wrote the songs? Sometimes it doesn't say on the albums who wrote the songs. Sometimes, usually it'll say who the producers are, who the company is that made them. Sometimes when the songs are borrowed from English songs, sometimes it'll say where the song came from or who wrote the song in English. Sometimes it won't. But you know, for the Afetna song that we heard there, you know, there was notes from the producers about the group, and so you know, for what I found that for many younger people, including some people that are from the CNMI, they may not be familiar with the group, and so I put in the notes the message from the producer about what the group represented, so that you know, as part of the preservation of not just the song itself, but also the history around the historical moment that the song was made. So importante ano loqui. That's very important too, so that people, you know, have an understanding of that. Because that's what's important about these songs, right? Is that it's the songs themselves, bonito nai, kekeni, they're catchy, they're beautiful, but it's also good to know that they're part of this Chamorro story of evolution of our culture and our identity and even our language. Is that Chamorros went from singing songs that were organic and spontaneous, the Cantan Samorita style, the singing while you're fishing, singing while you're working, singing at parties while you're making fun of each other. The songs are simple, the songs change, the songs are forgotten immediately as soon as they're sung. Sometimes people remember them though, but for the most part, you sing a song and then you kind of maybe forget it. But then you transition into recording a song and it's put in a media where it can be heard over and over, but it can also be bought, sold, taken. And this was important, right? Because as so many Chamorros were leaving the islands, man mahaleng siya paritanota siya, they were missing home. That was key, is that, you know, when you think about Johnny Sablon, the Chatfris brothers, the Delgado brothers, Jimmy D, and others, when they were first starting to record in the 70s and put out albums, people here were buying the albums, but a lot of the albums were also going off island, being sent to people away from the Marianas so that they could feel like they had a connection back home. And that's part of that evolution, is that Chamorros are recording music. So they're also, you know, they're learning new styles of music, you know, but they're seeing what they're going to take, you know, what they're going to take from the music of their elders, and then what they're going to leave behind. And so it's a fast for me as somebody who studies this, it's very fascinating. Now, one of the most prolific groups uh in terms uh in terms of just pure songs and albums that you'll ever find is, of course, Si Gus Zensi Doll. Gus, Gus and Doll Kitsutsu. This they put out, I think off the top of my head, more than 10, possibly 11 albums total or over the course of their career. And they are still around. And so we did it took a long time, but eventually we were able to collect every single one of their albums. And so wait, dispenser to nega. And so this is, we digitized, and we haven't uploaded all of their albums so far, but we have collected all of them. And so the last one that we were able to get was, of course, Islan Guinainza. And so let me share with you now the title track for that album, which is a Chamoru version of, you may recognize it once you hear it. It's languinenza. Woo! Dang. I day. Again. It was wonderful. I got to meet Gus and Dala. I saw them again last year, but I did get to meet them at the Guam Museum about 2 years ago. They were honoring si Doll, Doll's mother, Doll, of course, Sumetsetluzen si Johnny Sablan, and they had an event at the museum in which they were honoring their mother, si Tanrita. And so yeah, just and it's so part of what we do in terms of this digitization is really just Chamorro music was something that, as I mentioned earlier, it was there at a time when the Chamorro language was declining in Chamorro families, in which most families were not speaking Chamorro to their children or to their grandchildren, but except perhaps in anger, except perhaps to punish them. But you know what they might have been doing is that they might have been playing Chamorro music. And so because of that, Chamorro music was still a part of the background of so many people's lives. It was there when you were working in the yard. It was there when you were cooking. It was there at the party. It was there when you were driving. So even if people weren't, perhaps your parents or your grandparents weren't actively sort of passing on a strong sense of identity to you, people like Gus and Doll, or people like, Candy Tamman, Johnny Sablan, the Chatfris brothers, they were there giving you a sense of who you are, what it means to be Chamorro. And so, for me, that's a powerful thing, and it means something more than, and it deserves more recognition than to just be in the background. And part of the reason why I do this, though, in terms of digitizing things, these records, collecting them, talking about them, teaching about them, educating, is part of it is just because I love to collect these things. I love to learn these stories. I love to talk about these stories. I love to try to preserve them. It's one reason I work at a museum. It's one reason why I became a professor. But another reason is just because we have the challenge for the future. What will happen, though, now that Chamorro music is not is being act is no longer actively being made at the level that it once was? So what we have now is that Chamorro language was declining, but Chamorro music was being made so Chamorro use across generations was declining in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, but Chamorro music creation was increasing, and it was being shared across generations. But what we face now, though, is the problem where there's still very little use across generations for the Chamorro language, and people aren't making Chamorro music at increased rates either. There are wonderful musical groups and individuals that are recording Chamorro music, that are putting it out there. Groups like Microchild, like Joe Garrido, si Joe Moro. There are people out there who are doing it. Si Matlak Motna, they're, another group that's out there performing Chamorro music, whether original or covering Chamorro music. And this is important. But I will continue to talk about Chamorro music just because it was there to sustain and to support identity. And it's in many ways the continuing creation of new Chamorro music is something that we very much miss nowadays in our efforts to revitalize and keep alive and keep strong the Chamorro language. People ask me what is missing, and I say there's quite a few things missing there, but there's things that we can do. And one of them is you need to support Chamorro people that are creating things in the Chamorro language. And one thing is, where are the people that are putting out Chamorro records and Chamorro? And even if it's not a physical copy, but if it's a Chamoru album. And if they put it out there, make sure you're supporting them. Make sure you're listening to it. And but music will remain something. And if for example, Chamoru music becomes something that is only in the past, or something that is just so niche and it's not an active and growing and living part of our lives, that's a problem. So that's my worry. So I will continue to talk about Chamoru music, and I will continue to show it and let people listen to it, because I think we need to keep it alive and hopefully inspire younger people, give them the knowledge to translate things into Chamoru, and inspire them to record, whether one song or an entire album, whether it's just for their family, whether it's for social media, whatever it is, but just to create in Chamoru. And so the last thing that I want to share with you is, of course, something a little bit more fun. We went a little bit more serious there, but this one is a little bit more fun. So one of the things that we do through Fanachu is that, as I mentioned before, Fanachu supports different people who create content for Fanachu. And so one of the things that happens every month or so is that my oldest child, Sumahi, makes what's called karaoke Fanachu. And for karaoke Fanachu, Sumahi takes a much beloved Chamoru song and then puts the lyrics on the screen and then adds stock footage, interesting images to the stock footage, video or images to it, to help communicate what the lyrics are saying, to help people who want to learn what the song is all about. So it's meant to be reminiscent of karaoke videos, but it's also meant to help people who want to actually learn the song and learn what it's saying. And so let's watch the most recent episode, which is number 8 in the series. And remember, you can watch all seven of the other episodes, and also you can listen to all 350 plus video songs that we've digitized on the Fanachu YouTube page. But here is the latest in the Karaoke Fanachu series by Sumahi, Ibingu Ibalahad Zani Lottery by Johnny Sablon.
Manay na masota ipamaguan niya sa ipingu mas precision niya. Waha naman manggana siya, tumigay niya haman imapedin niya. Maposta ipetek para idakpak, dotimagang B64. Ibingo, leg niya could change your life. Ibalaha, could change your life. Di necessaryo pun rico para unga saga. Ilari like niya could change your life. Esti balaha na wegu, si tata Gotania na bishu. Gotania maposta za latza y suetonia, puesta za para y familia. Ikimazan y tanonia, ausa para apostania. Doti malas hata lusa baba iganya. I bought manu hem like what do. Ibingo, like nya could change your life. Ibalaha, like nya could change your life. Di necessaryo pun rico para un saga. Lottery, like nya could change your life. sempre dalu mantinenta sa lottery ha mas mahasu man adzo gibanku pa mas wetenia if 50,000 for matagi Tanzania anay maagang lottery ta lati numiru I'm matagi ha shadalu ibingo like nya could change your life ibalaha like nya could change your life innecessario pun recupera un gefsaga lottery could change your life dalu ibingo like nya could change your life ibalaha like nya could change your life innecessario pun recupera un gefsaga lottery like nya could change your life. I like Vegas.
Gof Natsalik. Okay, Gof Zahua now. All right. Si Zeus Masinu Hamzo Todos Hungan. Siyempre esti Fanakpo. Hey, Huagradesi Todos Hamzo. I appreciate all of you for joining me on this sort of journey through Chamoru music. Now remember, Hanugatu Pari Fanachu YouTube channel. Head over to the Fanachu YouTube channel. There's plenty of Chamoru music for you to check out, for you to listen to, for you to enjoy there. It's divided into playlists that you can for different artists. So here Nagabe Fanui Hamzu. Again, here be Fanui Hamzu. Hungan Atanesti. And so, if you're looking for the Commonwealth, oh yes, Hungan, a wonderful album there. Estigisi Boya Kitsutsu, Guam Serenas. We have songs from 2 of their albums there. And we have the 3rd album that's waiting to be digitized. We were able to get a copy of that earlier this year. Samilinian Unuds and Dos. Yeah, you can find songs from both of their albums, and actually we also have from their Christmas album here as well. The Satfris Brothers from both of their albums here. Alexandro Sablon, definitely plenty of Gus and Doll, Mezcla Uno and Mezcla Dos, both here. You've got lots of Delgado Brothers, mega guy na Johnny Sablon, Iriarte family here, and of course from Joe Timinglo, his two vinyl records here, and then JD Crutch, his entire Gwenaifen Munglu album is here, and also 2 songs from his second record are also here. Some Jimmy D, we've got plenty more Jimmy D, but for his vinyl records, a lot of his songs were actually English and just American songs, and so we haven't digitized those. We try to focus on his Chamorro songs, but Tropic Set, of course, and then we also did a bunch of the casual songs too. But again, so plenty to check out. But si Diyos Masino Hamzo Todos Ayade. Gimenagay din episode para Guahuha. To be very honest, this episode was just for me, so I could sit here and listen to more music. Lo,